Hi everyone, and welcome to this ASMR storytelling video. I'm gonna tell you a story about a woman named Carla. And how about we just go to it without further introduction? It was a Tuesday morning, and the sun rose just like it always did. The sky was a soft shade of pale blue, with a few wispy clouds scattered here and there. Birds flew in the distance, their songs blending into a gentle hum that floated through the neighborhood. The air was cool, but not cold, the kind of weather that made you want to take a deep breath and feel grateful for the simplicity of the moment. In a small house on Maple Street, a woman named Carla woke up at exactly 7 a.m. She didn't need an alarm clock because her body had been trained over the years to rise at the same time every day. She stretched her arms above her head, yawned softly, and sat up in bed. The sheets were neatly tucked in, and the room was tidy, just the way she liked it. Carla had always been someone who appreciated order and routine. She walked to the kitchen, her slippers making a soft, shuffling sound against the hardwood floor. The house was quiet, save for the faint ticking of the clock on the wall. Carla filled the kettle with water and set it on the stove to boil. While she waited, she opened the curtains in the living room, letting the morning light spill in. The room was cozy, with a comfortable couch, a small bookshelf, and a potted plant in the corner that she watered every Sunday. When the kettle whistled, Carla poured the hot water into a mug and added a tea bag. She liked her tea plain, with no sugar or milk. She she sat at the kitchen table and slipped it slowly, staring out the window at the backyard. The grass was green and the flowers she had planted in the spring were blooming nicely. A squirrel ran across the fence, and Carla watched it for a moment before it disappeared into the trees. After finishing her tea, Carla got dressed in her casual outfit, a pair of jeans, a plain white blouse, and a light cardigan. She brushed her hair, tied it back with a simple elastic, and applied a bit of moisturizer to her face. Carla didn't wear much makeup, just enough to feel put together. By 8 a.m., she was ready to start her day. Carla worked from home as a freelance editor. Her job involved reading articles, checking for grammar mistakes, and making sure everything flowed smoothly. It wasn't the most exciting job, but she enjoyed it. She liked the quiet focus it required and the satisfaction of knowing she had helped make someone's writing better. She sat at her desk, opened her laptop, and got to work. The first article she edited was about gardening tips. It was well written, so she did not have to make many changes. She highlighted a few sentences that could be clearer and added a comma here and there. The next article was about budgeting, which was a topic Carla found mildly interesting. She made a mental note to review her own budget later that week. And around 10:30 a.m., Carla took a short break. She made herself another cup of tea and ate a small bowl of yogurt with granola. She scrolled through her phone for a few minutes, checking the weather and reading some news. Probably she checked TikTok, Facebook, and anything that came to her mind. And she also read an article about local bakery that had won an award for its sourdough bread. Carla made a note to visit that bakery sometime soon. By noon, she, Carla, had finished editing 3 articles. She decided to take a longer break that day and go for a walk. The weather was perfect. It was sunny, but not too hot, with a light breeze that carried the scent of freshly cut grass. Carla put on her sneakers, grabbed her sunglasses, and headed out the door. Maple Street was a quiet neighborhood with tree-lined sidewalks and well-kept houses. Carla waved to Mrs. Thompson, who was watering her flowers, and nodded at a stranger lady that was walking her dog. She smiled to everyone that passed by. She passed the park where a few children were playing on the swings and continued down to the pond at the end of the street. The water was calm, reflecting the sky like a mirror. Carla sat on the bench and watched the ducks paddle around for a while before heading back home. After she got home, she decided to cook some food. But for lunch, she made a simple sandwich with turkey, lettuce, and tomato. She ate it at the kitchen table while reading a book she had started the week before. It was a cozy mystery novel, the kind where nothing too dramatic happens, and the main character always solves the case by the end. Carla liked stories that were predictable and comforting. In the afternoon, Carla went back to work and she edited 2 more articles, one about home organization and another about the benefits of walking every day. Both were straightforward, and she finished them quickly. By 3 p.m., she was done for the day. She closed her laptop, stretched her arms, and decided to do a bit of cleaning. So she vacuumed the living room, wiped some surfaces, she wiped the kitchen counter, and watered the plants. She liked keeping her home clean and tidy. It made her feel calm and in control. When she was finished, she sat on the couch with a cup of herbal tea and watched an episode of a cooking show. The host was making a simple pasta dish, probably named cacio e pepe, and Carla thought it looked delicious. She made a mental note to try the recipe later in the week. As the sun began to set, Carla made herself a light dinner, a salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and a drizzle of olive oil. She ate it slowly, savoring the fresh flavors. Afterward, she washed the dishes, dried them, and put them away. The kitchen was spotless, just the way she liked it. In the evening, Carla read another chapter of her book and then took a warm shower. She put on her pajamas, brushed her hair, and climbed into bed. The sheets were cool and soft, and she felt a sense of contentment as she lay there, listening to the quiet sounds of the night. Before falling asleep, Carla thought about her day. It had been perfectly ordinary, with nothing out of the ordinary. And that was exactly how she liked it. She closed her eyes, smiled to herself, and drifted off to sleep, looking forward to another day, just like this one.